Are we going to do another? Is this a grab bag?
I believe it is.
Well, it's in a bag. It better be a grab bag. I don't want to put two and two together and come up with 11.
It's a new bag. Papa's got a brand new bag
Papa's
for
got
you.
a new bag.
Got a brand new bag for you. So these are from Andy's collection.
I have never seen them.
And so I feel like that fucking Wagnall's.
No,
fortune.
sometimes you pull out a record because I must say, my brother, the champ, will buy things, and you know that they're in collections, and sometimes you just find it yourself, and you go, I don't know where I got it, I don't know what the band is,
Right.
and the same thing happens to me.
Okay. First up, Kenny Rogers in the first edition.
Hated it.
Hated it, huh?
It was all right, but that's
Ruby,
pretty
Don't Take Your
bland.
Love to Town.
Well, you know, I'm still not. Ruby, don't take your love to town.
Mm-hmm.
If it was on the jukebox, it'd be the last thing I'd pull.
Wow.
That'd be the last thing.
Wow. It's just, I don't know. I like it that the fact that it, a country star started out.
I think even the
kind
first
of in
time
rock
I
and
heard
roll.
it, I went smalt.
Well,
Randy.
he did like to sell many records. I think most of these guys are in the business of trying to sell more than one.
Yeah, well, that was a big seller. I'm not saying it wasn't a big seller.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Okay, don't really care for that one. Let's go with this. What do you think of Ronnie and the Daytonas? This is
what?
Sandy.
I think Ronnie and the Daytonas was a strictly instrumental band, wasn't it?
Well, they were a surf band.
I think they were strictly instrumentals, and I don't know if they had a hit. It was probably just one. Is it on there?
Well, this is Sandy was the title on it.
Oh, Sandy, huh?
Sandy,
I doubt if that was
hold
the
me, my baby. Baby say no. When stars shine bright.
Well, even if they had a hit, maybe this is the second or third or 10th
Right.
album or whatever.
Could be.
But you know what? I've seen. I had a record collection, and some people said it was 10,000. Others said it was 5,000. Whatever, how many thousands it was. I've never seen this record.
Okay.
So this is a pretty rare little gem you have there.
okay.
It might be worth quite a bit. I don't know. I doubt it, but instrumentals of surf bands usually don't bring big money.
Surf tends. I think surf does. I got my surf collection late, and so it did cost me a little bit. How about Merrill Lee Rush?
Well, you know a lot more about this. This is actually a Northwest Seattle rock band led by Merrill Lee Rush, who is still out there performing, usually on oldies tours and that sort of thing.
Local.
And Merrill Lee Rush had a hit.
Angel of the Morning.
Oh, and that was a pretty big hit.
It was.
Pretty big hit. I don't think it ever went to number one on the Billboard Top 100, but it might have gotten in the top 10, maybe. And she's well loved in the Northwest.
Well, she performed a lot. I saw her
Yeah, well,
down in
that's true.
Kent a number of times at the Meeker's Landing, where she performed.
Well, that's a very small venue, and but she has been well loved up here because she's made herself available to so many city events, private parties, corporate events.
And she's done a lot of blues.
Yeah.
She's mostly in the last 20 years, or maybe 30 years, Uppity Blues Band and Uppity Women Blues, I think it was called, and doing blues. And I think she does well with it. I think her voice nowadays is more suited for the blues than doing these higher.
Now,
vocal
I'm
things.
going to guess that Merrill Lee is probably a big fan of the champ because he's always been very kind about his praise for her. So, Merrill Lee, if you're watching right now, give us a call because I'd also
He's
like
very
to
lonely.
compliment you. I've always thought you were a very beautiful woman that had a matching beautiful voice.
Okay, how about Leon and Mary Russell? What do you got?
Well,
about
this
Leon?
record came out, and 10 minutes after it was released, was forgotten.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like a lot of Leon.
Well, go ahead,
stuff.
tell me the big hits off of it.
Easy Lover. Well, Love Crazy. Love is.
Looks
in
like you
your
had a pretty
eyes.
big family there, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that? 3 kids?
Yeah.
Feeling.
I just, he didn't always have a hit on every record, or he
Oh,
also
yeah,
did.
I
He
hear
did
you.
some stuff with other artists. I mean, one was, I remember a song called "Detour" that he did with Willie Nelson, and he was,
Well, he was a big bandmate of Joe Cocker.
yeah, and he did things where he helped out Tom Petty. He had Shelter Records, and he just. And he does, Lady Delta Lady. He has a bunch of other hits.
Well, I think he's a noted pianist that people wanted and a composer. And which also means he's probably good at arranging your music so it's good on an album, which makes him a producer as well.
Right. And he also did the concert for Bangladesh. He was on that. So,
That's a good little bit of trivia there. I didn't remember that myself.
Leon's a fine artist. So how about Mitch Ryder? Saga to Me.
Do you remember seeing the
Detroit Wheels.
the PBS special? It was rock of the '60s groups, and Mitch Ryder came out and did not Saga to Me, but
Kind of do have a little vague remembrance
Yeah.
of that.
and he nailed it. He nailed it, and that's probably was done 10 years ago, but
I'm going 15, but yeah.
all right, 15. he certainly still has the chops, and I actually have concert posters where Mitch Ryder was coming. What they would do is Mitch Ryder could provide a promoter with a poster that all you'd have to do is add
The date.
the date and club and time and cost of the tickets to the bottom of the poster. And it was blacklight. It was a blacklight poster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you just print it on the bottom in blacklight.
Make
with
it
the
easy.
Yeah.
Make it easy, folks.
And I have those posters because I collect rock and roll posters, and I have Mitch Ryder posters.
You got to go into that at some point. Mm-hmm. Get into the deep, dark parts of the vault.
Well, I collected rock band buttons. I had pictures of the Beatles, all the Beatles on buttons.
I've got a Monkeys button.
Oh, I love it. I paid good money for buttons, and nowadays when I wanted to sell them, there seemed to be no interest.
Yeah.
Except, when nobody wanted to sell them, but when they went through my buttons, and they all go, "Hey, could I have a couple of these?"
they want
And
those.
before they left, they had a dozen in their hand, and they thought, "Well, there's no money in this for you, but you know what? I'd like to have
Have 'em.
these."
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Give me $15. That's
No, I
what
let 'em have 'em.
I know. That's what you should have done. You just said no. You like them?
Their friendship is what I
Oh,
want.
wasn't that valuable? Okay,
I
all
don't
right.
want to lose a friend over a button,
Maybe. So Santo and Johnny.
Well, I am gonna say that Johnny is still alive. I believe it's just one.
Last I heard.
Well,
one
he
of
was
them.
on the current
I have read it.
Turtles deal. He was on the cruise ships this year.
Cruise ships. Okay.
Yeah. Happy Together tour. He was
Okay.
on the Happy Together
at some
tour.
point. Okay, he wasn't in the part that was here because I know he wasn't on that bill.
Yeah,
but
no, he was on the current.
he-
Wow, maybe it was last
I know he. I saw a live concert of him on YouTube that wasn't that long ago, where he was doing Sleepwalk.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Sleepwalk
it was both playing the Hawaiian guitar, steel guitars, together, so he could do it with one, and it would be just as good. And so he can he does 3 or 4 songs from these albums, and there was more than one. And you're holding one. Is this the one with
We're
the?
holding both of them.
Oh, you have both of them.
Two.
Okay, that's probably the extent of it.
I had something else I think at home, but I
Okay.
didn't bring it today. But
These are on the Encore label.
Encore,
Encore
yes,
label, yeah.
Encore label.
I'm not very sophisticated.
This one I think is Canadian American.
Well, they were Canadians. That's where it came out. Yeah.
Canadian American on this one. And Yeah, I like it. I like it. There's Sleepwalk. It's on Sleepwalk's on this one here.
So it must have been the first album.
But just fun stuff. You don't hear a lot of lap steel. I mean, I really like lap steel as far as I mean, Pink Floyd used it a little bit, but there's Robert. Oh man, Robert Randolph. I think that's it. Robert Randolph. Robert Randolph does a lot.
You
of
know,
good
when you
stuff with
drink, you just get sloppy. The Champ really should lay off the booze.
But he does his stuff. Robert Randolph is more jams. You know, he hasn't got it to where he, at least in my opinion, where he can got it down to a 3-minute song that people can go, oh yeah, I love that tune.
You know what Champ just did? He pulled out Robert Randolph, and I'm betting there's not one of you out there that's ever heard of him.
Oh,
And if you
he's pretty
have, would you text me? It's right below you, right below there. Just text me. Dizzy, I know Robert
This is going to have a
Randolph.
ton.
He's one of my favorites. I've got all his records. Okay? Just as a favor to me.
Yeah, it'd be a favor to me.
I won't
Thank
ask
you.
anything more of you.
All right, thanks a lot. That's the end of that grab bag.
Well, you know,
which is-
2024 is just about wrapped up.
Right.
So
we're
soon,
Mm-hmm.
our fans out there are going to be listening to 2025 Grab Bags.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm becoming very unavailable with only a few days left.
Well, you're gonna pass out on us or something?
No, my wife has other things that she needs done, you know.
Oh,
and
honeydew.
Well, sort of. It's kind of not just honeydew. It's you will do.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
All
you will do. And you'll do it when? Now.
And be happy about it. That's right.
right.
That's right. All right. That's it. Champ out.
Hey, Dizzy's going along with him.